So we do no harm in terms of what we do on a daily basis. Think of your grandchildren and your grandchildren's grandchildren. Recently at the hospital, as an example, we're building this new cancer center. And we had to do a lot of diagnostic imaging and a lot of radiology things. In order to do that, you have to put lead in the ground so you don't get radiation and cancer. My question was, why would we put lead in the ground when ultimately, over time, our children will probably be contaminated with that lead? It may be 20 years, 30 years. But we think so narrowly relative to Mother Earth, to our children, and things we give up. So I do think we have to stay focused on that. The other thing we have said in executive board meetings is that as we go forward, we're going to be strategic in our objectives. We're only going to be 20% reactive and 80% proactive. We're going to have a process over the next 6 weeks by which the membership, all the membership, 1,000 members, prioritize the work of the NAACP. And we're only going to pick on 4 or 5 things because we want to do them well. We are not going to do 15 things. We have 15 of the board members, but what we're going to end up doing is through a collaboration, through a process, decide what is the most important thing for our communities. And we want to be able to, within 12 to 18 months, measure that. We want to do things that we can measure that have a direct impact on our communities. And community members will say, I feel a difference in my life because of what the NAACP did. Not process, but feel a difference. In Philadelphia, for example, the branch there actually did something with felony convictions. We have not done that in this state. So our young men coming out of jail can't go anyplace. They're displaced, they can't get jobs. There are many, many examples of things we can do if we work together for our community in a measured, focused manner. So what we will be doing as we go forward, there will be meetings every 2 weeks, either here or at the office, facilitated by Ralph Marie. He's a program evaluator. We're going to decide on this. We have 15 great things that are important. We'll pick on 4 things that we can measure we can do. Things within our control. We cannot solve cancer, but we can get people to go to the doctor. We can get men to mentor, and I mean men generically, to mentor young people so that SAT scores go up. So that we do things of that nature so we can measure the kind of outcomes and impact in our community. That's the way I want to go forward. You know, today we have had some success. We have our first webpage up, and hopefully you're all using it. We use it for job placement now. So all the jobs that come in from East Haven, Hammond, West Haven, they're on our webpage. So let that be known so young men and young ladies who are looking for a job, they can go to our webpage. We also have an email address now relative to discussing things with the board and with myself. You know, we have a new contract now. It's kind of informal with the Yale Law School. We now have an NAACP law clinic. So what we're doing over time is having that clinic once a week for individuals from the community who can't get legal services who use the law clinic. But more importantly, they may help us at the state level with some of the major issues around convictions and crack cocaine and those major issues that implode our community. The other things we've done to date, we've written 3 grants. We have 1 in already. We're writing 2 more grants, very successful grants. They're going to help us with our core function. We also have support now from Maturity Works. Maturity Works will now be staffing our office. So we're writing job descriptions, and they've agreed to staff our office on Nickel Avenue. Another contract being written out for Jobs Benefit. So we're going to have a couple of individuals in our office that won't cost us any money to bring back the vitality of this organization. Okay? We need new partnerships with the religious sector, the civic sector, the fraternal organizations. We need the Elks, the Masons, the Elders, all those organizations arm in arm for one reason. So at the end of the day, our community is better off. We are too rich intellectually to look so damn bad. We should all be embarrassed how bad we look. And it's on our watch. We don't want it. There's no boogeyman out there. I'm not looking for someone who better to help us. You know, and they're hoping that we don't make it. Remember, this is a long journey. There are many, many seniors who have passed who have fought this battle. This is a long battle for our children and our future. They're outsourcing America now. They're about to outsource us. Okay. Finally, when we say NAACP, everybody says to me over the last 3 weeks, Jim, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? There is no I in NAACP. Right. All right? If we don't come together, whether that's economic development, whether that's housing, whether that's education, the prison system, then we all fail. So we're going to do one of two things. We're going to fail together, or we're going to succeed together. And I do hope we choose the latter. Okay? And we cannot continue to let our children down. What a shame. Thank you.